I have a really good player prop for Seahawks Broncos, but let's start out by briefly going through the odds, right? So for the money line, you can see the betting exchanges are very active. The Seahawks are best offered at plus 260 on the Betfair exchange, the most active exchange. The Broncos are best offered at minus 270. So what this kind of tells you is, like, as a sports bettor, you really don't want to bet on the Seahawks plus 230. It just feels terrible when you know there's thousands of dollars being bet on them at plus 260, right? You use the Betfair exchange as a source of information as a sports bettor, right? You always want to be looking at the odds on various books to make sure you're getting a good price. If you're getting terrible prices, you're never going to make money sports betting, right? If you're placing bets at plus 220 when the Betfair exchange is offering plus 260, you're screwed from the beginning. So that's why it's so critical to line shop, which is completely free with OddsJam. You can look for value, right? That's your job as a sports bettor. So the total is pretty low at 43.5, 44. And then we can see the point spread kind of across sports books is at 6.5. So the play I'm going with is a player prop, and it's going to be a positive EV bet, right? So all positive EV bets mean are they have a mathematical edge, right? OddsJam has a lot of data. So all OddsJam does is kind of like take this data and then scan through this data, all of the sportsbook odds in real time, to try to find those few spots where sportsbooks are slipping up enough that the advantage is actually with the bettor and not the sportsbook, right? So that's an important concept to understand, because you'll see right here, right? Broncos -6, Seahawks +6 is the typical -110, -110 juice, right? You can see a lot of -110, -110 juice. You have to bet $11 to win 10 on the sportsbook. That's how sportsbooks make money. The VIG, the juice, the spread, the house edge, whatever you want to call it. So as a sports bettor, you're at an inherent disadvantage because the sports bettors because the sports books bake in this juice on sides and totals, right? They require you to bet $11 just to win back 10. And they require that on both sides of the market. That's the sportsbook's advantage. So you have to find the spots where the sportsbooks are slipping up so big that your bet is still profitable despite the VIG. So what you'll notice is right here we have an example of one of those bets, and there's a few other player props we'll go through as well. So this is Russell Wilson under 37.5 longest passing completion. Okay, under 37.5 yards. Now, why do we like this bet? Why is this bet sharp? Why is this bet profitable? Why should we want to bet this? And what you'll notice is, hey, Caesars is pricing this at -148. So they have the over favored. But DraftKings and Pinnacle both have the under favored, right? Pinnacle's the sharpest bookmaker in the world, and they're pricing the under 37.5 for Wilson's longest passing completion at -119. We're getting plus 108 on Caesars. So anyways, I ended up locking this bet in for $250. We can go through the math a little bit more, but right, essentially OddsJam has a calculator that removes the VIG just to tell you the true odds for a bet. So for example, most sportsbooks charge the -110, -110 juice on both sides of a side and a total. You have to bet 11 to win 10, right? Which doesn't seem fair. When the fair price, the no VIG odds, the true odds with the juice removed, if the sportsbooks didn't want to make money and they didn't charge VIG, they'd give you plus 100, right? You're betting 10 to win 10 on both sides of the market. For Seahawks plus 6.5, for Broncos -6.5. Bet 10 to win 10, that's the true odds, right? So if there's one sportsbook that's slipping up and giving you plus 105 on Seahawks, -6.5, that would be the plus EV play, right? So what you can see here is, DraftKings, when you remove the VIG from their model, so they're pricing this -120, -110 on the over 37.5, and they have the under 37.5 at -120. The true odds are going to be -104. So DraftKings, according to DraftKings, the true price, according to their model, for Wilson under 37.5 longest passing completion is -104. And we're getting plus 108 on Caesars. So according to DraftKings, this bet is incredible. On Pinnacle, it's -119, -111. So it's pretty similar. -103 is the true odds. We're getting plus 108 on Caesars. So either Caesars is, smarter than everyone else, or, DraftKings and Pinnacle, are informing us that, hey, Caesars is slipping up in a big way. this is the best opportunity currently to lock in this play and actually have an edge over the sportsbook, right? And you can quantify that profit margin mathematically, and it's 5.17%. So again, like EV bets, it doesn't mean you win them all. You just have an edge, right? So you're guaranteed to win in the long run. And it's really your goal to place as many kind of as you can on a daily basis. Like yesterday, we came close on this 4-leg parlay. Man, we came really close. We won Casper Rudd plus 3.5 on the game spread. You know, you don't win every bet. Yesterday was oddly good, I guess. We had the Lions first quarter money line for $1,000. Then we had Casper Rudd plus 3.5 in the U.S. Open Finals at plus 100. Lost, but the bet won. So let's go with that. And then we lost this parlay. So again, like, you know, you're not going to win every single bet. You're not going to win every single day. But when your bets have an edge, you're guaranteed to win in the long run, right? That's how the sharps do it. That's how the pros do it. So we're staking $250 with a 5.17% profit margin. So this bet has $12.93 in profit margin, right? So I'll be tracking my profit and loss just from YouTube videos from now on. So I added it in here. I just decided to start doing this. I mean, I guess I should have started doing this yesterday because I freaking crushed it. But whatever. We are going to start doing this today. And then, you know, what I also kind of like to show people is the power of positive EV betting, right? We're earning a 5% return on capital right here. So if we go here, you know, when you're placing a positive EV bet with an edge of 5%, your bet has a 5% profit margin, right? The stock market goes up like 8% a year if you look at the past 100 years on average. We're earning 5% in a day. Right? So what's really powerful about sharp sports betting, positive EV sports betting, is that these returns you get in one day, right? Usually the game's the same day. Sometimes for NFL, right, it'll be 5 days out, 4 days out, UFC. But MLB, you know, NBA, usually those returns are same day. So let's say your bet size is $50. You're betting bets with a 5% edge, and you want to earn $1,000 a month. You have to place just 13 bets a day, and you'll earn $1,000 a month, roughly. Of course, there will be some variability along the way, but roughly, to earn $1,000 a month with a $50 bet size or a $50 unit size, and you bet one unit on everything, you know, you need to place 13 bets a day. Not particularly bad. It doesn't take that long to hit a couple bets and have some fun. So anyways, that's the play I have for tonight. Let's make some money.